There, that's better. All right. Productivity pyramid. My pyramid wasn't that productive. But it really begins down here at the bottom with our governing values. With our values. Next, it is our long-range goals. Next, it is our intermediate goals or shorter goals. And then finally, up here at the top, it is our daily tasks. This is how we build an effective life. We do everything based on our principles, based on our values. Those values then dictate what my goals are, because I'm not going to have a goal that's something that I don't value, right? And then I break that goal into smaller chunks, or I have, instead of like 1, 3, 5-year goals, I might have quarterly goals or monthly goals. And then I turn those goals into daily tasks. And again, I'm going to send a handout to you that walks through these. If you set goals that are not aligned with your values, you may accomplish a good deal of stuff, but still feel personally unsatisfied because you will be negligent in the things that really matter most to you deep down inside. Similarly, if you create daily tasks that doesn't reflect your goals, you'll be busy but unproductive, not making any progress. So this is a balance of values and your tasks. So to maintain balance between your governing values and, again, your daily activities, a person should regularly ask these 7 questions. And again, this is going to be in a handout, but you can write these down if you want. What is the long-range priority of a project or a task? Like, what's the point of this? For whom and by when must this project and task be completed? And again, I'm going to send this to you so you can take copious notes if you want, or you can just listen. What parts of this project or task can be delegated to somebody else? That's a huge one, especially if we have a team. Is this project or task more important than any of the other ones? It's an issue of priority. If this didn't happen, I love this question, and I ask it all the time. If nothing happened on this project or task, what would happen? What would be the consequences? If there would be no consequences, don't do it. It's a waste of your time. That means nobody cares, and so you shouldn't care either. Have I allocated enough time for myself and my family in establishing the time required to finish this project or task? And are any of the tasks involved in completing this project or task a conflict with my values? Meaning, am I being asked to do something that is contradictory to my values? Values-based goal setting is designed to generate balance rather than stress, okay? Personal satisfaction comes from a close alignment, we talked about this already, with our beliefs, our values, and our actions. When they are together, when we are watching our life and doctrine, to put it in biblical terms, then we save ourselves and our hearers. We are in alignment with that. If the set of values that you've identified doesn't motivate and inspire you, then take time to review your choices again. They should represent the most exciting achievements that you can imagine. So what I want to do now is I want to transition into talking about goal setting. Goal setting. So page number 12 in your books there. Goal setting is the first step towards making your dreams a reality. However, not all goals are created equal. Okay? So you want to use the worksheet that I'm going to send you, and you guys are going to workshop this here in a little bit, to make your goals SMART. Now, what are SMART? SMART means specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound or time-based. But let me clearly define what these are. So let's start here with specific. some questions. What exactly do you want to accomplish? How will you reach this goal? And then try to answer with the who, what, where, how, and when. Now, I'm going to add one here, which is why, and we'll talk about that here in just a minute. That's specific. You want to get specific, and we'll have an example of this here in a little bit. It's got to be measurable. It's got to be measurable. Measurable will, how will you know that it's been done? How do you know you've reached that goal? How do you know you've hit it? This is where you add units of measurement, tracking details, all those things. Next, it's attainable. Now, do you have the resources necessary or the knowledge and the expertise necessary to accomplish the goal? Right? Your goal might be to, like, I want to lose 50 pounds in 3 weeks. Well, that is in fact attainable if we chop off your arms and legs. That seems pretty radical, but you guys get my point. Is it attainable? What additional resources do you need? Who do you can talk to for your support? Can you actually meet the goal? And sometimes the answer is yes, but if we push out the timeline a little bit. Or it's yes, but I need to get some more resources and help to make it happen. Okay. Next, it's got to be relevant. Sorry, I forgot to write here with, can you actually do it? Next is relevant. I hope you guys can read my chicken scratch, even if it's just a little bit. This is where the why comes in. We'll talk about the why, but what's relevant is, what's the point? So if I have a goal that has absolutely nothing to do with me, I don't get much out of it, but I need to get it done, is that a relevant goal? If you're in sales and marketing and your boss gives you a goal for like how many reports you create, is that a relevant goal to your job? Typically not. If I'm physically fit and doing well in that area and it's awesome, and I want to lose 10 pounds, but I really don't have 10 pounds to lose, is that a relevant goal? No, not at all. And if it's not relevant, you're not going to do it. So don't even try. It's got to be relevant. And then finally, it's got to be time bound or time based. This means that you need to add milestones and a deadline. When am I going to get this done? A goal without a deadline is a dream. Now, we love talking about dreaming in the kingdom. We love it. It's awesome. What's your kingdom dream? We need to change that up a little bit. What's your kingdom goal? Like, when are you actually going to accomplish this? Let me put before you. My kingdom dream is to be an evangelist and be paid full-time in the church, to go plant churches. That's my dream. But I have a goal of becoming an evangelist by the GLC this year. Is that specific? Yeah. Is that measurable? Yeah, I'll know that I got it done. Is it attainable? Absolutely. Is it relevant? Yes, it's part of my job. And is it time bound? Yes, by the GLC. That's just one for me. That's just one. I've got plenty, right? But let's look at a couple examples. On the screen, you've got a few examples, right? You've got this one right here, lose weight. Does lose weight happen to tick off our SMART goal framework? Not at all. How much weight? By when? Right? It's missing those. So a SMART goal then would be to lose 10 pounds by April 1st. Okay. Is that specific? Yes. 10 pounds. Is it measurable? Yeah, I can know whether I've done 8, 7, or 10 pounds or 12 pounds. Is it attainable? Yeah, April 1st, I can lose 10 pounds in a month. And depending on how radical I want to be, actually, I could probably lose more, right? Is it relevant? Well, for me with the COVID-19, that gives me quite a bit of a goal towards losing the 20 pounds overweight. And is it time bound? Yes. Why? Because it's putting it at April 1st. I will know when it's done. That's my deadline. What about get out of debt? Get out of debt. It's a great idea, but is it a SMART goal versus reduce my debt by $5,000 by April 1st? Or run a 5K. I don't know anybody that would want to run a 5K. That sounds absolutely insane to me. But that's just me personally. But if you want to run a 5K, just running a 5K, that's not going to get you there. Run a 5K in under 25 minutes by April 1st. Now, for me to do that, let's just be honest. It is specific. It is measurable. It is not attainable. Because I haven't run a 5K ever. Not only that, but I definitely would not be able to run a 5K in under an hour, much less 25 minutes. So in this particular instance, for me today, it's not attainable. Even though, and frankly, it's not relevant because I don't want to run a 5K. So I'm not going to be too passionate about running a 5K and going after that goal. But it is time bound. Does that make sense? Okay. Let's go ahead and hop into our breakout sessions here. I think we've got some time. No, we don't have time. We're running out of time. You will have a worksheet that looks like this that will allow you to walk through what your goal is and then adding in these particular elements. Okay. And then along with that, you have what's called the goal pages here. This is from my planner, but I think it's really helpful. So what you do here is you write in, this is your SMART goal. Okay. Now, this is, why is it important to you? You need the SMART goal framework, but then you need to understand why is it important to you, because oftentimes we get off course or we lose momentum in a goal, but the why will always keep us attracted to this goal and give us motivation to keep going. But just having a big goal such as losing weight isn't going to do it for us. So I want to take that goal and I want to break it down into 3 what I call progress goals. And then I'm going to schedule these. So let's say this is a quarterly goal. Then what do I need to do to break that down by quarter? So let me write an example here really quick, and then we'll wrap it up. So for me, my goal is to launch the CMD planner. And this is literally one of my goals by March 2021. Now, why is this goal important to me? I want to share my knowledge with the world and have an impact I also want an extra income stream so Ariel and I can do full-time ministry. So that's my why. When I start to get lagged a little bit on this, then what do? I've got to focus on, why do I want to do it? Yes, I want to go in the full-time ministry. Yes, I want to share, have an impact on the world. So this is what's going to get me there. Now, what do I need to do on my progress goals? One is page layout design. And then printer, publisher, company, and then marketing, sales plan. And now what I do is, for the next month, I focus on number 1. Month after that, focus on number 2. Month after that, focus on number 3, or whatever that may be. Obviously, if this was January, I would focus on that. Now, in the action steps, I'm going to break down each one of those even further. And so I'll just do the first one for page layout design. So what am I going to do? I'm going to sketch ideas and send to designer. Hire designer to layout in InDesign. And then create training materials and videos. And now what I can do is I can go into my daily planner, my weekly planner, and schedule these things as tasks, as to-dos. And now I'm beginning to make progress on these goals. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You guys will have these in your handouts. I think Earl just said that they are in your email, or they will be in your email shortly. Okay. So if you have any questions or comments about these, feel free to reach out to me. I wish we had time to workshop these. I took a little bit of extra time to explain. But before we wrap up, I want to share 2 scriptures with you. Number 1, Proverbs 16, verse 3. Commit your actions to the Lord, and all your plans will succeed. Thereafter, in Proverbs 16:9, it says, in their hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. All of this great wisdom and practical teaching that we've walked through today, nothing takes place of walking with God and with God's people in discipleship and humility. All of the greatest plans, you could put everything in the practice that we've talked about. And if you don't walk with God and you don't walk with his people, they will come to ruin. So be sure to saturate yourself, saturate your lives, saturate your goals, saturate your planning, your targets and your tasks with prayer and much advice. And again, like I said, if you have any questions, you want any advice, you want any coaching, or would like to take me up on my planner offer, please feel free to reach out to me at any time. Thank you very much. You've all been fantastic participants, very attentive, super appreciate it. And I'll kick it back on over to you, Earl.
Well, let's first of all give it up to Eric Strand for leading the class today, guys. That was amazing.
Come on, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Wow. And so I just want to thank you again, Eric, for agreeing to do this class. It was amazing. It was well needed. I even took away pointers that I can take in my life. It is 12:02, and out of integrity, I do want to protect your guys' time. So I'm just going to be able to give you guys the homework, and then we will be dismissed. So in your email, I did send over the worksheets that Eric did mention to in reference in his presentation today. We would like you to fill out one major SMART goal before our next class and review it with your mentor by Thursday of next week. Thursday of next week is March Ooh, March 11th. All right now. So March 11th, we would like for you to have that one SMART goal done. And we do go over it with your mentor and let's start tracking these goals. Let's start getting you to be successful in ways that you can never imagine. And I think that is the biggest homework for now. Again, let's give it back up to Eric. It was amazing having a time today. But yeah, and I also made a little plug about his planner in the email. So if you really want his planner, talk to him directly. I think it's an amazing asset. All right, guys. Well, if does anyone have any questions before we are free to go? Go ahead, Zania.
Just a question about the fee that we have to pay for. You kind of cut out when you were explaining what it was. So I just wanted to see like exactly what it was and when do we have to pay for it.
Yes, yes. So the fee was $25 fee for the class binder material that you guys have gotten, and you can Venmo me. Um, I don't have my Venmo link up, but it was in the email that I sent maybe a couple days ago. And then if you don't have Venmo for some reason, you can get someone else to pay for you. That has happened already, and yeah, I'm just missing a couple people's funds. We just want to, help out the person who really put these binders together. So that's about it. Any other questions? All right. Well, guys, it is awesome to have you all here. We'll see you again at 9:30 sharp on next Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Have a
guys.
good
Sarah.
Thank you.
So much.
Have a great day.
Thanks, bro.
Guys, have a
Bye,
great
guys.
day.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 All right. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.
Adios.
See
Thank
ya.
you. Eric, great.